Hello, Thunder Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest II with me, BlueAnkylo. Today we're going to go pick up the Thunder Sword, which I almost got last episode. I double-checked where it was, and I did remember correctly. I just missed the tile by one spot like 5 times, so that's hilarious. Anyway, we'll go do that, and then we'll head up to the Rhone area, which, again, I'll show on the map at the beginning of the episode, because apparently we couldn't use it in there. But last episode, you could kind of see we were up in the white area, kind of to the north. There's a little lake in the northeast of the little volcano. So that was where we were anyway. And that's where we'll be again soon. So let's just zip through the first floor fairly quick, because there's nothing to see here. These are all supposedly nice, easy enemies at this point, now that we've cleared all the higher levels. Yeah, that's great. Immediately cast Fire Bane, and I didn't kill anybody. That's what I get for going fast. Underestimating all these enemies. I think if I really want to burn through big groups, I should just go Firebane plus Explode It. I think it's actually the Boom spell, technically. Not. I think I called it Kabang before. I believe the second tier sort of light magic is generally Bang and then Boom. But not like it matters that much. And it does do a ton of damage, so it's definitely a good spell. It'll end up costing Linda 6 MP to cast after her reduction, but I need to be down 1, I think. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if I need to do that. But, anyway, let's, I think just Firebane plus Thunder is enough to kill basic ghouls. You know, the first couple floors have relatively weak enemies. It's the higher ones that, have a ton of HP and do all the really nasty stuff, so we should be able to get through these fairly quick. I think it's the third one. Staircase, good. Again, we'll just use some AoE magic because it's so nice of them to give us groups, one single group of enemies. Okay. And from here, we just go to the top. This is kind of the nice floor of the group. Wow, 2 sleeps out of 3. That seems unlikely. Either that or the bell's not working as well as it's supposed to, but I'm pretty sure we're only supposed to get put to sleep 5% of the time right now. Oh, a level up. What a good way to start the episode. Blue to 27. 4 strength, 6 speed, 3 vitality, 9 HP. That's a monstrously good level up for Blue. And always happy to see that. Alright, so maybe let's do it with a little bit of healing. Oh yeah, we got that mink coat now, so Roland should be a little bit more defensive. And we'll just explode it. I actually don't need to be terribly MP conservative this time around because I'm not going to actually be in this dungeon nearly as long as last episode. Believe me, we're not going to be doing that again, where we spend like an hour going around in circles. Okay, so this floor. Remember this floor? It actually doesn't matter where we fall down here. I was right in the sense that we need to be on the bottom floor, this one. And I was right that we need to go to the bottom left, but not exactly the bottom left. So that's all I missed. That's how hard it was to find it. I walked right by the square. Like, I went like in a circle around it, I'm practically sure. Someone on the last episode was just laughing their butt off because they knew where the tile was, and I just barely missed it. Anyway, with that, we now have the best weapon in the game for Blue, arguably. It does do a ridiculous amount of damage. I don't think Roland can use it, but let me just check to be 100%. Yeah, he can't actually use it. So, yeah, basically best weapon in the game, plus 40 damage over the Dragon Killer. I don't think the Dragon Killer actually does extra damage to dragons, although it'd be funny if it did. Anyway, 40 more attack is huge and basically required for the final boss. There was one more weapon that I'd sort of neglected because it was always too expensive and I didn't really have the spare and I forgot where they sell it even. But there is technically the Falcon Blade, which would be an option for the late game. Just keep in mind it has so much less damage, base damage, than the Lightning Sword or Thunder Sword that it would be hard to compete with, even with 2 attacks. It would require enemies to have their defenses sapped, basically. Although I believe Roland can use it. It's still going to be pretty weak compared to the light sword, but maybe that would work for him. I don't know. If I get a lot of money, I'll consider it. Now, I could just outside and return right now, but I want to just show you the end of this dungeon while we sort of play around. Also, if I remember correctly, you can kind of guess by the name of the sword that maybe it does something. I don't think the light sword does it work too? So the Thunder Staff does, you know, some sort of lightning spell that's not named. Oh, that's right. The light sword is actually not bad. Doesn't do damage. I totally forgot that it had the effect of surround. So that's cool. Unfortunately, the Thunder Sword doesn't do that much damage as an item. Like, it's nice because it hits a group, but unfortunately, I think it does less damage than the Staff of Thunder. If this is averaging about 30 damage, give or take, whatever, it doesn't matter. That's not why you get the Lightning Sword. You don't get it to use it as an item, unfortunately. You use it to slice things. So there, we're actually done. That was the way back at the beginning. No big deal. Alright, so now, without really any particular difficulty, we can head back to the top, and now we can head forward. Now, if you were playing the NES version, for one, you'd probably be at a lower level because you don't get so much bonus XP. But for two, even if you were, you would well, I mean, you'd be at a lower level, but primarily the reason I say that is you would want to do some level grinding. You probably wouldn't be level 26 yet, or 27, I guess. And even still, I'm not super confident that we're high enough level, but let's go have a look, see what happens. There's not a lot we can do now other than grind to get more power. Level ups are pretty much all that's left. There's not really any equipment left other than a rare drop, which is also gotten by grinding. So either you want to go for the cursed weapons and armor, or you want to go for the happy helmet, basically Linda's hat, just to give one to Roland, which, you know, if it happens, I'll be happy. Ha ha ha. Anyway, let's head west. Now, I forget if it's through the mountain range or the forest. We'll go mountains first, I guess. Kind of feel like I should have gone through the forest side. Alright, Devil Lords, Blizzards, these are all terrible things. Terrible, terrible things. Let's hopefully get some sleeping off on the Devil Lords. Sleep spell, that's the way to win it, that's for sure. So there we go, we're doing 98 damage thanks to that new weapon. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to be able to one-shot everything. In fact, we didn't even kill the Devil Lord with the whole team attacking one. So, maybe, well, we were close at least. But yeah, maybe some level ups would be in order just so we could kill these things a little quicker. This is the point in the game where you really have to rely on a lot of magic. The enemies are super, super strong. So much HP, so many abilities and spells and stuff. They basically throw everything at you. This just looped me back. Yeah, I didn't... That's just where we started. Okay. So the mountain pass was completely the wrong direction. Good. Good to know. So I think what I'm going to try here... We're going to try a straight-up damaged round to see if that works. If this is an option. This is the more expensive on MP version, but it's also a lot quicker for... Like, if you're trying to grind, basically. And we didn't even need the double spells, actually. One spellcaster of Explode It would probably be enough to balance that battle out. So that's good to know. So you can just attack one, and then hopefully Explode It will kill... Oh, there we go. That was one of those fire breaths, or ice breaths up here. Yeah, if Linda had some more speed so that she could reliably go first, those encounters wouldn't be so bad. I mean, assuming you're cool with spending all her MP. Ooh, defense down plus Gigantes, who managed to resist one of the Explodits. Maybe we can get him surrounded. Nope. It's a good thing he got his turn quickly. This is another good point in the game where having speed is very valuable because you need to go before the enemy does a lot of the times or else someone's going to die. Welcome to my favorite area of Dragon Quest II, guys. Well, we did technically survive the really terrible Cave of Death, so, I mean, you can't... You can't complain too much, because we did survive the terrible maze dungeon, but... Yeah, the enemies around here are just really quite brutal. And they shouldn't be playing happy music. There's just... not appropriate. Alright, so... I don't know what's the most threatening. I bet you the Archdemon has some nasty fire magic. Maybe we can just AoE them down. We hit the Archdemon with Bane, or whatever it is. Gigantes did 48 damage. The demon was immune to fire, possibly. There, he's got exploded. Yeah, I figured he'd have something terrible. And he's not even dead. That's great. So that's technically a spell, which means Stop Spell, which is what Roland has, would be a decent option against those Archdevils. I mean, Sleep is always nice if it works, but... It did work. Well, that's pointless because we didn't kill him. Not pointless at all. Very valuable. Wow. Yeah, these guys have a ton of HP, so... and he woke up immediately. I thought we'd have a round to kill this Gigantes off. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. Just 2,500 experience for that battle. This is the best place to level grind now, once you've survived that last area. Oh, I should have healed up, shouldn't I? 44 damage. I bought Roland the fancy armor! He still takes too much damage. Well, the Devil Lord seems particularly strong against magic. At least damaging magic. Maybe we can just put him to sleep. Sleepy time, devils. Alright, I think I definitely want to remember to do a little bit of healing here. Where did it go now? Power Shield's on page 2 these days. That's fine. Alright, free healing. Always good. And we got a couple level ups, I think. So Roland 26, 2 strength, 3 speed, 1 vitality, 12 HP. Yeah, we need that HP. That's good. Linda 21, strength 3, speed 4, vitality 2, 12 HP and 3 MP. Yeah, that's certainly valuable. All right, there's the castle. That's Castle Hargon. That's Hargon's castle, whatever we're calling it. All right, we're gonna try Stop Spell because maybe that'll work. Exploded is just rough, and I don't know. He goes too fast. Now everyone has a bunch of defense. We stopped him from casting Exploded next turn, so now he can just smack us with his fork spear thing. Hopefully Exploded can kill the blizzards. Not enough damage. I don't think fire will work on them. I think I'm just gonna do Exploded again. We're just gonna, because I need those things to die. I guess I could have tried putting them to sleep. Oh, good. Yeah, we actually did lots of damage to the Archdevil. Alright, well, we're way too low. I don't trust starting a battle with this low of HP. Something could ambush us and we would just be dead, so... We're not going to be able to get the free shield heals this time. Alright, we're getting close to the castle now. Alright, one Cyclops I'm not too worried about. Oh, right, I think he's immune to sleep, or... Not this time. I think he's resistant to sleep, let's say. That did not work. This is the way. Alright, another Archdemon. Maybe we'll just go for a boring sleep on him. Didn't work. Seems like he manages to get an Exploded off on his first turn every single time we fight him. And there doesn't seem to be anything I can do about it. Because he goes before... Like, if he goes again, Blue and Roland are just dead. Like, if he goes first. Wow, I can't even get to this castle. This is really not good. I have to trust that Blue will kill the Archdevil. Well, we didn't even get a turn, so it wouldn't have mattered what I put in for commands. I guess I could have tried to run at some point. I have a feeling we're not going to make it to Hargon's castle today. We're going to have to try again tomorrow. I mean... Hey, good job, Linda! Now what? Now what are you going to do? I got one Yggdrasil leaf. I guess I could use it on Roland, and then he could cast Revive. Alright. I don't even know if it's worth it. It's probably better to just die and go back to your, Sheesh. It's so much better to just die. We put the ring in his coffin. I should have gotten rid of that Dragon Killer sword. I should have sold that. No, well, right. I would have had to go back to town, I suppose. But it's so much of a pain to travel back and get another Yggdrasil leaf that using these when you're already doomed to failure is kind of not my style. But anyway, Roland comes back with max HP. He casts a very expensive spell to revive Blue. At least it doesn't fail as far as I know. Blue comes... It's definitely better than Zing is in later games. 50-50 chance and you come back with like 25% HP or something like that. Coming back at full is actually pretty good. But it's not enough to counter all these terrible enemies we're going to have to grind off of. Alright! Hey, we're home! Welcome to the item shop. Want to buy some special starter game items? Could rest at the inn. That would be a really good idea. We'll do that soon. Welcome to Laurasia, yeah. Oh, hi, Blue. Welcome back. What? This is Laurasia Castle. You've come to vanquish the great priest Hargon. Is that what you said? Do you have to defeat a good person like Hargon? Oh, how terrible. Ah, Hargon, you're so beautiful. Hey, you can't walk here. I will not allow such a... Oh, please forget. Don't waste your time on a woman not of your stature. Nothing fishy here, guys. Ah, it's Blue. You're free to enter the royal treasure room and take the treasures. The king of Laurasia is relieved that this country has helped him to become an ally of Hargon. Thanks to Hargon, we're able to enjoy our date leisurely. Ooh. I hear that it's Hargon's dream to work, so that the people of the world can be happy. Please contribute to this country's well-being by stealing our treasure. What could we get? Nothing. Well, I guess I already stole all the treasure earlier on, so there's nothing here. Thanks for saving all this loot for me, though. You guys could have refilled the treasure chest while I was away. That would have been nice. What's in the prison down here? Hooray, Hargon! This was the room we couldn't get into before because the guy always blocked us. But it doesn't seem to be anything new here. I mean, in the old days, I wonder what would have happened if you hadn't killed Hargon's minion that was in the prison, because like maybe he'd be friends now. The Dragon's Bane can protect your body from the magic of monsters, but there's a small chance that you can be lulled to sleep. However, if Hargon ends up ruling the world, you won't have to worry about it. So what he's referring to is a mistranslation. The Dragon's Bane is the other name for the Bell Amulet, and see, this is why those fan translations should just stick with the original names, because they translated one to the original name and then the other to something else, so it's kind of silly. Heaven has sent us a savior, and it is the great priest Hargon. Now, Blue, let us pray together. May the gods' protection come to the great priest Hargon. I mean, I feel like the princess would not be terribly impressed, seeing as this is the guy that killed her father and all her kingdom. You will certainly become happier if you believe in Hargon with your heart. A person who enters the Traveler's Gate will instantly be transported to a far-off place. However, that's an old rumor. There's no need to leave the castle, so we don't want to go in it anymore. I heard a rumor that said Moonbrook Castle was attacked by Hargon's army. I didn't hear the whole story, but in truth it was just a mere fire. They just accidentally burned the castle down. Just want to make sure that it doesn't teleport me somewhere terrible, so I have to redo my walk. There you go, it doesn't even work! It's a broken teleporter, they shut them all down. Well, let's go say hello to Dad. I'm so embarrassed. I didn't know or think that anyone would come to defeat the great priest Hargon. Ooh, bunnies everywhere. Bunny girls. I hear that the king is happy in becoming an ally of Hargon. If you really want to meet Hargon, Blue, please, by all means, talk to the king. I am Mariella. I was recruited by the king to replace the previous cabinet minister. Life is too peaceful. I was hired by the royal family to liven up the movement. Indeed, my dancing is heavenly, don't you think? Don't tell me that you like the old cabinet minister more than me. Never. Well, Dad's really moved his way up in the world. Blue, so you've returned. I was worried that you have misunderstood Hargon. But there is actually nothing to worry about with him. He's a wonderful person. I'm finally one of his allies. I hope you find what you're searching for. I think it's ridiculous that you have to fight. Well, our quest's over, everybody. We can rest. Let's go to the inn and have a nice, well-deserved sleep in our home castle. 12 gold is a deal. Perfect. So much happier and healthier. Look at all those stats. 106 MP, it's like we're totally fine. Sure hope that wouldn't disappear when we leave. Maybe we weren't rested quite as much as we thought we were. Alright. Well, gig's up. This isn't a real castle. I didn't get properly rested when I slept. Rubus, help me! Rubus! Rolando, do not be deceived. See, he is Rolando. That's what I thought. These are all illusions. Come now, open your eyes and look with true discernment. And the true dungeon of Hargon. A bunch of confused spirits. Kiki, you good people have been fooled. But you pitiful creatures saw right through our illusions. Time to fight. Alright, Devil Lords, not great. We'll stick with the attempted sleep. Hey, sleepy time, Devil Lords. So they've got Fire Bane. Looks like everyone except Roland takes less damage from that spell, at least. I bet you the Water Robe actually reduces like all damage by all magic by 50% or something, because Linda seems to reliably take less damage from spells than anyone else. Alright, killed ourselves some devils. Alright, there's nothing in the throne room. Crack, just burns, simmers silently. Alright, so there's a lot of, well, you know, remember Dragon Quest 1, the secret was to search behind the throne. The Dragon Lord's throne. Aww. Now, we'll have to get to that door behind it eventually, but unfortunately, no secret stairs today. I always go to the wrong place. Alright, beware of snakes. We're gonna waste a fair bit of MP on step guards doing our initial exploration of this place. Oh, what a good room. Oh man, snakes got us. Wonder if one of these tiles is the way in or something. I don't know. It's a secret to everybody. How much damage do we take? 112. I think it's only Roland that takes damage. And he takes 7 damage per step. There really should be a way to give everybody, you know, step guard protection, basically. Because Blue and the Princess both get it. It's just Roland that takes damage from these things. But 1 MP is still cheaper than healing him, so... Well, maybe there's a staircase in this one. Oh, you can see the secret entrance in the top left if you're paying attention. I see how you're supposed to do it. Oh, no, I didn't see. I saw how to get to the chest. Okay. Maybe I should have gone back to the left and paid more attention. So the only gap in the wall is where the chest is on this side. This would be a lot better if I already knew where to go. We'd save a lot of MP. To be honest, I would be very surprised if we made it to the end of the dungeon on today's episode. The goal here is just to get an initial look around. Oh, there's the gate right behind the throne. I just missed it last time. So make sure you bring the jail key here, because you won't be able to open that door without it. That's why we always carry our keys around. So I had the right idea from the very beginning. I just didn't check the right tile. There we go. Well, let's go get our treasure chest first, I guess. You found the demon's tail. I don't think that does anything, actually. I think you can equip it, but it's cursed, and I don't think it actually provides any benefit. It's kind of like the useless and final cursed item, which is kind of like the cursed belt in Dragon Quest I, which does nothing. So I suppose that's sensible to have a similar item in this game. I guess maybe Step Guard just lasts until you go through a door. You found the Devil's Armor. Well, let's see who can equip it at least. So, if I decided to go Devil's Armor and Hades Shield, we could get plus 12 from that and plus 10 from the other. And that would get us up to 184. Oh, but Roland could use it. So there's an option. You could give him his best sword, the Sword of Destruction, which would up his damage significantly, as well as the armor, which would actually give him comparable defense to Blue. And then that way, I didn't think he could equip this armor actually, but the idea is that 2 curses don't stack. You still only lose your default 1 in 4 turns. So if you're going to go cursed, you want to have the sword and the armor at least. Now, if there's a helmet or a shield that he can also equip, I don't think he could equip the shield. The idea would be to put like all the cursed equipment on one person to get all the stat benefits out of it, and still only get cursed once in 4. But I sold all that stuff thinking I was going to need the money, and I probably did, so I'm not sure if that's really on the table as an option, but I figured it's worth discussing a little bit. Because that's a pretty cool little... Well, it's not a trick per se, but it's a nice little bonus. Alright, so this is another dead end. What do we do here behind Hargon's throne? Now this, I believe, is why I made the executive decision to bring... You know, I could have put the gold card away too, honestly. And the world map, now that we're at the final area. This is why we decided to bring the Statue of Evil. Because I think it just makes a staircase there, right? No, it's just that's how you extend to the next floor. So you have to bring this with you. This is... I don't know if there's anybody in the game that tells you have to do this. So, like, if you got this far again without following any guides, again, I don't know how you'd ever guess that you use the same item that you opened the cave with. I mean, that's a suspicious room, so maybe you'd be trying stuff out. But, like, what if you didn't bring that item and you just stored it away because it seems like most quest items get used once and then that's the end of it? Well, you'd have been stuck. Alright, so... I should have probably healed up after all those bad steps. I'm gonna hope that this can kill the flames. And that blue should be able to kill it. No, it didn't work on the flames at all. And then the dragon, like, dodged the physical attack. That's great. Great! Alright, well, we got some dragons killed. We're not dead yet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Go to sleep. Lullaby, fire spirits. Apparently that's the only thing we can do to survive nowadays. Just gotta put everything to sleep. No, you're healthy. You're not so healthy. Alright. It looked like Roland might have been able to kill these in one shot now too, actually, so... The flames aren't even that scary if you could just get an attack off. It's the large groups where you just can't kill them quick enough that are the big problem. Alright, we're gonna try to rush the killer machine down and put the dragons to sleep. That's my idea here. We got one of the dragons. Maybe the Thunder Sword's enough now? Yeah, we can kill a killer machine in one round. That's very handy for sure. I'll just spend the 1 MP to possibly put more dragons to sleep. But yeah, it's pretty easy to miss the Thunder Sword if you didn't know about it. I think there is someone in the game that mentions it, and mentions it in the Cave of Roan, so if you heard that hint, you probably know that you should be looking for it. It's just, it's in a weird pitfall room that's one pitfall in a room of dozens, so it's really easy to just never find it, and it does make a huge difference here, especially on the final boss, and this guy got his exploded off again. So much damage. This is probably not, I mean, like, you know, I'm pretty sure it's more efficient to grind XP outside of the last save point. Just because you can heal up. You can just spam your magic a little bit safer. But I wanted to at least show off the final dungeon to get a feeling for what we're going to need. Like, if we can get all the way through here, then maybe it won't be so bad. Maybe I won't need to go 10 levels up. We've got 0 defense, though. And I think both Slop and Feel have both completely failed us. So... I feel like I'll try Stop Spell one more time. It's actually better than a physical attack, probably, with 0 defense. Well, I tried Stop Spell twice, neither one worked, and they just exploded at us to death. So either we kill him instantly or we're dead, basically. Oh good, they can revive as well. That's freaking hilarious. Oh, you're kidding me. There's no way. Because he revives at full HP. And we're dead. Well, it's only fair. I guess, for the last bit of this episode... Oh, we have to talk to him no matter what. What I'll do is, I'll just do a couple random encounters just to get a feel for what I'm going to be doing between episodes. I think I need to get a few levels up, guys. It's certainly possible that with a little bit of luck we could get through that dungeon, but if you can't Stop Spell or sleep those guys, then you have to just kill them before they can explode it, revive. So I basically need to be able to do enough damage to kill one of those wizard things in one round. And at the time, Blue and Roland could not kill one together in a round. So if there's no way to disable them or control them, they're just going to keep reviving each other and exploding you while you try to slowly kill them. So yeah, I have a feeling that specifically is a fight that we're just not quite strong enough for. And to be fair, I think we were still a fair ways off from Hargon, and that fight is just so much worse. I don't think there's any chance we could have killed the final boss anyway. So I just wanted to see kind of what the last dungeon looked like and sort of show them off for you guys. That's right. Devil Lords seem to be mostly immune to explode. But yeah, basically, the way I remember it anyway is that this is essentially the point in the game where you always end up having to grind. I don't really think there's a whole lot of options. Like, a random battle here is just trashing us. If you fail a sleep spell or your people attack the wrong target, you don't last very long out here. And there's just not a lot else we can do to try to gain strength. So what I think I'll do, maybe we'll do like a couple more quick battles just for fun, but we're going to end the episode pretty quick. What I'm thinking is I'll look up what enemy has a chance to drop a hat for Roland, because that's one of the very few items that would make any difference at all right now, is the mystery hat that Linda has. Wow. The trouble is, if the sleep spell doesn't work, we just can't withstand the amount of damage these things dish out. It is just nuts. I'm amazed we didn't die on this fight as well. And I don't think this is supposed to be like, this is still an easier encounter than a lot of the stuff in the final dungeon. Although the Archdevils are certainly like pretty top tier end of the game enemies. But anyway, this is approximately what I'm going to have to go through in some method. I mean, we can try. Maybe we'll put the Archdemon to sleep instead? No, of course not. Defeat worked on one. I mean, that's something. But yeah, unfortunately, the spells that really sort of won us through the Cave of Hargon, all the sleeps and surrounds that made such a huge difference, they're kind of failing us in this last couple areas. The enemies are just so resistant to statuses that, stop spell, the one thing that would have been very nice against all these spellcasters, doesn't do anything. Or it just hasn't been reliably working, so... Sleep still works sometimes. But, it's like we need it to hit, or else we're just going to take a ton of damage, kind of. Now, these Devil Lords, these are probably the weakest enemies in this area at the moment. Although, they still give great experience, so it's not like this is a bad place to grind. So anyway, level 28 is 5 strength, 3 speed, 1 vitality, and 10 defense, and the Devil's Armor. So, most of the enemies around here drop one of the cursed armors or the mystery hat. I can't remember exactly which enemy drops what. I mean, how would I ever remember that? But something I think around here will drop the hat that I want. So I'd like to find a second mystery cap. It's the only other armor upgrade that makes any sense at all, other than maybe the cursed stuff. So I'll look that up, and I'll spend some time just getting some levels up. I'll probably stop at blue level 30. So Roland and Linda everyone will get a couple more level ups, basically. I mean, Linda is so far behind in levels, it's frustrating. But I think she'll learn 1 or 2 new spells soonish. That'll help out a little bit. So you won't get to see the stats on level up, because I'm going to do some off camera for the first time. But that's what we're at right now. You can see our maximum HP, so 126, 84, 38, 161. Roland is 53, 85, 39, 137, 106. And Linda is 23, 102, 53, 129, 124. So I'll start next episode for you guys with a recap of how many levels up we got, any new spells, and any new stats, essentially. I'll just give you a general feel for if we got some good levels, basically. Anyway, that's all for today's episode. Wish me luck while I do a little bit of grinding. It's probably going to take... I'd say I'm going to grind for like half an hour at triple speed. Maybe I can always increase the multiplier so it super speeds even faster. That'll help a bit. And I'll let you know how it goes next episode. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully next episode, with a little bit of luck, we'll make an attempt on Hargon. And I don't know for sure how high a level we'll need, but we'll give it a shot anyway. So, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.